Welcome back to the KOM Morning News. We have three special guests in the studio. Katie Rohling from the K-State Extension Office. Katie, thanks for joining us. Natalee Brake, who's a 10th grader at St. Mary's in Pittsburgh. And this is Hazel. Well, thank you all for joining us. Katie, Natalee, I'm going to start with you. People think 4-H. People are going to think maybe goats, cows. You actually have a canine perspective. Tell us what 4-H has been able to provide for you and Hazel.
So it has provided dog training. When I first started 4-H, well, when I first got a dog, I didn't really know anything about training dogs. But through 4-H, we have dog lessons once a week that help train your dog for the fair. So I was able to work on basic obedience of Hazel.
Katie, from the K-State Extension Office's perspective, talk about your involvement with 4-H and how you got this program started. A lot of people may not know it exists and want to take advantage of it.
Yeah, well, her mother actually is our dog superintendent, and her family, yes. And they do a lot of really great work for us, working with the kids out at the fairgrounds once a week, getting them prepared for fair, working with families that just bring their dog in and they teach them how to teach your dog, and some steps along those lines. And 4-H is a great program that does everything from, like you said, the livestock to rocketry, reading, dogs. So there's a wide range, and anybody can get started in 4-H and do some of the things that maybe Natalee will show us here today.
Natalee, why don't you take me through what you and Hazel have been working on as you gear up for the Crawford County Fair?
So Hazel's in a different level of obedience this year, so she has to be off lead for all the events.
Okay.
So we've been working on Hazel, sit. Yeah. Lay down. Good girl. Stay. Hazel, finish. So the dogs have to come stand right in front of you. And then they go, Hazel, finish. Good girl. Sit. Hazel, sit. Sit. Good girl.
Talk to me what Hazel was like before you embarked upon this obedience training with 4-H compared to where she is now.
Well, Hazel kind of just didn't really sit or do anything, but she is a pretty good dog. She follows most commands, and before we started 4-H, she just needed some obedience training.
Okay, so there's a number of different aspects of the competition up to the county fair. What exactly are you working on?
So Hazel also does agility and showmanship, and agility is when the dogs they jump over stuff, they go up ladders, and they go through tunnels. And they also do showmanship, which is mostly about you more than the dog. You have to make sure the dog's completely groomed, and you know some basic facts about raising a dog.
Katie, how do I contact the K-State Extension Office if I want to get interested and excited in this?
Yeah, so we are, for the Crawford County 4-H, we are based out of Girard, Kansas. We're at 120 East Buffalo in Girard. You can Google us. We're the Wildcat Extension District. You can find us on Facebook, and you can also call our office at 620-724-8233.
Natalee, how did you get involved in 4-H? Where did this all start?
I was in the 3rd grade, and my parents were looking for a different activity besides like dance and karate, so they decided to enroll us in 4-H, and we didn't know anything about 4-H or farming, nothing. And I showed a bucket calf, and then we just started doing more and more projects. So now I do sewing and art. There's a lot of different projects in 4-H.
So anybody can get involved?
Yeah.
Natalee, I want to thank you for coming in. Katie, thank you for Wildcat Wednesday. And Hazel, it has been a pleasure. Best of luck to you in the upcoming Crawford County Fair 4-H Canine competition.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back after this.